as and where they are. That's needed to verify any future promises Pyongyang makes.
A teenage girl from Charlotte has died. Another child rescued from a waterfall accident in Transylvania County. Katie Hall with the North Carolina State Park System says a 16-year-old went over Rainbow Falls in Pisgah National Forest around noon on Wednesday. Lake Tuxaway Fire Rescue Chief Carmen West tells WLOS News.
This water is very dangerous. You need to look at waterfalls from the bottom. You're not going to look at it from the top. When you go over the top, you're done.
With more rain coming, Thai rescuers are racing against time to pump out water from inside a flooded cave before they can extract 12 boys and their soccer coach. CBS's Ben Tracy says the attempt to pump out the water continues.
There are heavy rains predicted for this area starting on Saturday. That is likely to flood the cave again, even though they have tried to make some progress on patching holes where rain would enter the complex.
A 4th of July celebration came to an abrupt halt after one person was injured during a fireworks show. The Jacksonville Daily News reports there was a fireworks accident during a 4th of July celebration in Swansboro last night. Firefighters are putting out a fire at the Alamance County landfill. They responded Wednesday afternoon. The Eli Whitney Fire Department says around 2 acres have burned. There is no word on the cause and no injuries have been reported. You're listening to NCN News.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/aware to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes tax. Service will include a monthly data allowance depending on the type and speed of service you receive. If you exceed your monthly data plan allowance, you will be automatically charged $10 for each 50 gigabytes of data usage in excess of your data plan, even if less than 50 gigabytes is used. For details about data allowances, go to att.com/internet-usage. Wi-Fi enabled device required. Other restrictions apply.
The lawyer who once said he'd take a bullet for President Trump has erased traces of his former client from his digital life.
Michael Cohen's Twitter profile previously featured a picture of him standing at a lectern with the Trump campaign logo. His bio read he was the personal attorney to the president. Not anymore. The change comes days after Cohen told ABC, if forced to choose, his family will get his first loyalty. The outspoken lawyer suing Cohen, Michael Avenatti, tweets he may run for president if, he says, there is no other candidate with a real chance of beating Donald Trump. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Washington.
The controversy about the Confederate monument Silent Sam at UNC is now plastered on 2 billboards in Raleigh. The signage was paid for by the out-of-state Make It Right project. Local community organizers such as Heather Redding tell ABC 11 the time is now to make the move.
I was very excited, and a lot of people were thrilled to know that other groups are watching. They're supportive of this movement. This isn't just a local movement anymore.
A snack plant is closing in North Carolina, leaving 84 employees without a job. Great American Snacks said in federal paperwork it will close its Monroe plant in September because its building and equipment are old. The story of a valedictorian who may not have been in Texas.
When 18-year-old Destiny Brannon gave the valedictory speech at DeSoto High, south of Dallas, she was ranked number 1 in her class.
I know that the reputation of Edgewood isn't always necessarily a positive one.
She talked about a troubling year with subpar teachers and an emphasis on sports over academics. Weeks later, Destiny was told she was actually number 3 in the class after spring grades were factored in. Her mother claims it was her daughter's speech that changed her ranking, which jeopardizes Destiny's $10,000 scholarship to the University of Texas at Austin. University officials have a conference call scheduled with the family today. Deborah Rodriguez.
Thank you for making WCAB your radio station of choice. Check us online at www.wcab59.com.
From ABC News. I'm Sherry Preston. Time and water, the enemies in Thailand right now. That is the sound of pumps working overtime, draining the caves where 12 boys have been trapped for more than a week and a half. A dam is also being built, but more rain is on the way, threatening to fill the cave up again. ABC's James Longman is in Thailand.
They survived this long. There's oxygen in there. They've got medics with them. They're being tended to. They could stay there till November, which is when the rain season ends here. I mean, just think, though, staying in that cave until November is quite a thing, and I think that's what Thai authorities want to avoid.
A British couple now in critical condition, and counter-terror police are investigating.
4 months after the highly publicized poisoning of a former Russian spy and his daughter here, 2 more people have been struck by the same nerve agent. Counterterrorism Chief Neil Basu.
We can confirm that the man and woman have been exposed to the nerve agent Novichok, which has been identified as the same nerve agent that contaminated both Yulia and Sergei Skripal.
That's ABC's Tom Rivers at the Foreign Desk in London. One woman is now facing charges after she climbed the base of the Statue of Liberty on the 4th of July. NYPD detective Brian Glacken was on the team who helped bring her down.
4 months.
At first, she wasn't friendly with us, but we took our time to basically get a dialogue with her and get a rapport with her so she would trust us. So that took a while.
The woman made the climb during a protest over the treatment of kids and their families being separated at the border. Some Republican senators are raising questions about one of the possible Supreme Court nominees. In Washington, ABC's Andy Field.
Republican Senators Rand Paul and Tom Cotton have spoken with the president, saying they would rather he not pick D.C. Appeals Judge Brett Kavanaugh, questioning his views on collecting private information on Americans and his ruling that Obamacare is not unconstitutional.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on his way to North Korea right now. He has 2 days of talks scheduled in Pyongyang. You're listening to ABC News.
This is a special announcement for all Americans who owe back taxes to the IRS or state. There's a special toll-free hotline set up especially for you. This hotline will give you free information on how you can legally reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call the Taxpayer Hotline today. You'll speak with qualified professionals who'll tell you how to stop the collection calls, IRS letters, bank levies, and wage garnishments. And they'll deal directly with the IRS on your behalf. 800-441-1943. 800-441-1943.
Brought to you by South Coast Tax.
It's time to join the millions of people using Zoom video conferencing. Turn any size conference room, huddle room, or executive office into a Zoom room with flawless HD video, crystal clear audio, and instant wireless sharing. It'll even work with your existing hardware. Start your meetings with a single touch or use Zoom's new voice command feature. Hey Zoom, start meeting. Huddle happy. Visit zoom.us to set up your free Zoom room trial today. That's zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan is again denying he knew anything about the sexual abuse of athletes while he was an assistant wrestling coach at Ohio State.
There was no truth to the fact that I knew of any abuse. I've talked to other coaches. They didn't know of any abuse.
Now, 3 former wrestlers who were at Ohio State with Jordan in the late 80s say they were abused by a team doctor, and at least one says he told Jordan all about it. Police in Europe have recovered millions of dollars worth of artifacts stolen from digs in Italy. ABC's Megan Williams with more from Rome.
Police carried out a sting operation in Italy, Spain, Germany, and the UK, recovering over 20,000 archaeological items and arresting 23 people, including a well-known British art dealer. The treasure includes a bust of the Roman Emperor Augustus. Police believe artifacts were illegally excavated in Sicily, then sold throughout Europe. In a wiretapping, one of the people arrested here in Italy said he had been looting a mountain site for 30 years. Megan Williams, ABC News, Rome.
The director of the epic movie about the Holocaust, Shoah, has died. The movie runs 9.5 hours. It features testimony from victims and executioners. Claude Lanzmann passed away this morning at a hospital in Paris. He was 92. Netflix is considering adding a new plan, a subscription it may call Ultra. The plan would offer simultaneous high-def video streams and could cost about $17 a month. This is ABC News.
It's time. Time to join the millions of people that meet happy with Zoom video conferencing. Zoom gives you flawless video, crystal clear audio, and instant sharing across any mobile, tablet, or desktop device. But the best thing about Zoom? It just works. So ditch the distractions, join the movement, and meet happy with Zoom video conferencing. Visit zoom.us to set up your free account today. That's zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
I'm Sherry Preston.
Well, with springtime here, head on over to Oakland Feed and Seed for the things you need. Things like grass seed and garden seed. 10-10-10 fertilizer and 17-17-17 fertilizer. Oakland Feed and Seed carries Kentucky 31 and Rebel Turf and 5-Star Blend grass seed. That'll look good, won't it? They'll weigh up garden seed by the ounce or by the pound. How much do you need? They'll weigh up grass seed by the pound. Whatever your needs are, Scott and his team at Oakland Feed and Seed will try their best to do it for you. Need strong weed killer? Get it by the quart, gallon, and this kills all. 2.5 gallons is only $49.99. Get rid of them quick. They have fish box, 100 count, $19.99. Why don't you come check Oakland Feed and Seed out and check prices? All your animal health needs from dog shots to wormers. And don't forget to pick up some fire ant control, too. They have what you need at Oakland Feed and Seed, Oakland Road, Spindale, locally owned and locally run.
We'll look for partly sunny skies around the area today and should run seasonably hot and humid. We do have a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm midday into the early evening hours. We'll have highs that reach about 87 to 92. Later on tonight, fair to partly cloudy and rather muggy with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. On Friday, a front approaches from the north and west. It'll bring more clouds than sun, scattered showers and storms likely, and will stay a little cooler, highs 84 to 90. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Thank you very much, Mike. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday morning, the day after the big excitement of yesterday's July 4th. 6 minutes after 7, we're starting out at 72 degrees with highs today anticipation around 88 with a heat index around 93. Now, there's a slight chance of afternoon showers popping up today. We had a storm roll through this morning early around 4 o'clock. Rolled through a little while. I don't know how much rain was in that, but a little bit. We'll keep watching. Looks like Saturday's going to be not too bad. Chance of precip only 50-50 with highs around 81. Then on Sunday, 83 for the high, only 30% chance of showers for Sunday. And again, right now it is 72 degrees and it's Thursday morning. Welcome to the Morning Wake Up Call, hour number 2. Now I have these death announcements this morning. Shirley Goodson Gabriel, S.G. Gabriel, died Friday at hospice. Funeral service will be held 11 a.m. Saturday, July 7th at First United Methodist Church in Rutherfordton. The family will receive friends following the service. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of S.G. Gabriel. Reverend Paul Crawford, age 91, of Rutherfordton, died Sunday, July 1st at Hospice House of the Carolina Foothills in Forest City. The family will receive friends from 11 until 12 today at Southern Baptist Church. The funeral service will be at Southern Baptist Church at 12 o'clock today. It was Reverend Paul Willis, John W. Willis, and Reverend John Perry officiating. Burial will be at the Southern Baptist Church Cemetery. Mike Mahan's funeral home and cremation service is serving the family of Reverend L. Paul Crawford. Ronald Bruce Ramsey passed away peacefully at home Friday, June 29th. The family will receive friends at Eggers Funeral Home, Highway 221A Cliffside, on Thursday, July 5th from 6 until 8 o'clock. A memorial service will be held at Terrell Baptist Church in Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, on Friday, July 6th at 1 o'clock. Eggers Funeral Home is assisting the family of Ronald Bruce Ramsey, who passed away on Friday. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. The complete information on these and others as they become available to us can be heard today at 11:30. And then again at 5:10 as part of the afternoon report right here on the most information for the Foothills, WCAB in Rutherfordton. Well, the Braves did not have a good day yesterday. They lost to the Yankees 6-2. Now, they lost on Tuesday 8-5. Now, they had beat them on Monday, and then the Yankees beat them, and then the Yankees came back last night and beat the Braves 6-2. The Owls had a good night last night over at the park in Forest City. Forest City Owls beat the Macon Bacon at a good night. A lot of, almost a full house capacity there at the game last night. And fireworks demonstration outside a little around 10 o'clock last night after the game was over with. Many fireworks around the neighborhood. I hope everybody's safe from that and enjoyed if you haven't heard enough fireworks yet, we'll try to boom, boom, boom a little bit this morning doing the Call Around Report. Right now we got the Rush Limbaugh Morning Update coming up next.
I mentioned this on Tuesday, and it bears repeating. Gallup did a poll, 1,500 adults. Get this, less than a third of Democrats say they are extremely proud to be Americans. Less than a third. 74% of Republicans say they are extremely proud to be Americans, compared to 32% of Democrats. Now, sadly, this is not a surprise. Only 33% of non-whites say they are extremely proud, compared with 54% of white Americans. Now, there are plenty of reasons for the dismal showing among Democrats, none of them good. The main reason is the way liberals view the country. We see a great free nation full of promise, opportunity, and goodness. They see the exact opposite. They see abject misery, oppression, an endless parade of victims. Now, unfortunately, liberals spread their negative view of America everywhere. It's the hallmark of education, Hollywood, the news media, and even in government. You know, it wasn't too long ago we had a Democrat first lady who said the first time she was truly proud of her country was when her husband was elected. For most Democrats, even that wasn't enough. That was Obama. They can't do any better than that.
Have you heard of the thousands of people earning money with a second home? Companies like Airbnb have created a whole new industry for people to tap into the multi-billion-dollar industry of renting. If a second home purchase has not crossed your mind, it should, because you could easily make a couple $1,000s more each month if you list your second home for rent or as a vacation property. Be sure to check your city and county ordinance. Hey, it's Gabby, co-founder of American Financing. Real estate has consistently been a great investment, and qualifying for a second home may be easier than you think. Interest rates remain low, and you can put as little as 10% down. That's right, 10% down. A second home could be more consistent than stocks. An easy way to learn more and get started is to talk to our salary-based mortgage consultants. Why not see what we could do for you? Call 800-795-1210. That's 800-795-1210 or AmericanFinancing.net. American Financing, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
WCAB has been serving the community with family-friendly radio programming for 50 years. Thank you, Rutherford County, for making WCAB your radio station of choice. Turn it up. WCAB 590 Rutherfordton.
Hi, I'm Janelle Hale, founder and CEO of the National Breast Cancer Foundation. No one should face breast cancer alone. When I was diagnosed 36 years ago, there was no internet, and I had to make a decision with little information. Early detection saved my life. It could save yours too. Learn what every woman needs to know about breast cancer. Visit nbcf.org.
You know, when you need a plumber, you want someone with a reputation of getting right out to you and getting the job done for you the right way. That'll be Olmsted Plumbing. Since 1973, the Olmsted family has been serving homeowners and builders with the best of service. From unclogging a drain to replacing fixtures and appliances to remodeling jobs, their top quality work, fair prices, and punctual service has made them the area's leading plumbing firm. Eric and Chad are continuing that family tradition, and they'd like to serve you. Call 245-7302. Experience plus equipment equals excellence. Olmsted Plumbing at 245-7302.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Samuel Clemens started work as a painter. Feeling that occupation wasn't exciting, he became an apprentice riverboat pilot on the Mississippi River. Then in 1861, his brother Orrin was appointed the secretary to the territorial governor of Nevada, and Clemens decided to accompany his brother out west. Like many a man looking for adventure and wealth, Clemens spent time in Nevada prospecting for gold and silver. And like many a man, he was unsuccessful. Being without money and food, on July 6, 1862, Samuel Clemens got a job as a reporter for the Virginia City Territorial Enterprise. During this time, it was the in thing for reporters to write under a pen name. For his name, Samuel Clemens went back to his days on the Mississippi River. Because the depth of the Mississippi was inconsistent, riverboat people would regularly mark the depth of the water. When the depth was 2 fathoms, the man would cry out, "Mark Twain!" Samuel Clemens, or Mark Twain as he is now known, bloomed as a writer. He was sent to California to report on the growth there. From his experiences, he wrote his first published work of fiction, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calabasas County. After 5 years in the West, Mark Twain returned to Buffalo, New York. Although in 1872 he wrote an account of his Western adventures entitled Roughing It, all of his other works focused on the Northeast. However, were it not for his experiences in the Old West, he may have spent the rest of his life on the Mississippi River as Samuel Clemens. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
It is now 16 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Let's head to the phones and find out what's been going on over the past few days, a couple of days and a few hours. And we talk first with Sheriff Chris Francis to get a report from there. Sheriff, good morning. We just came by a July 4th with great pride in our hearts for America.
I very much agree. We are blessed to live in America. There's no doubt.
We sure are, absolutely. Proud to be an American.
Same here, sir.
Tell us what's been going on.
Jim, in the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has responded to 127 calls to service. There have been 6 arrests processed at County Jail. Currently incarcerated, we have 203. Among those arrested by the Sheriff's Office was Bobby Joe Brackett, 41-year-old white male of Forest City, was charged with failure to appear and received a $1,000 secure bond. Among the incidents, we had a break-in, entering, and larceny. Raised mini marked there at US 221 South, Forest City. There was a Samsung Galaxy tablet that was taken, a Cypher scanner, also a Dickinson shotgun, and approximately 16 packs of cigarettes were also taken. We also had a break-in, entering larceny in Phillips Drive in Forest City, where a .22 rifle was taken and a magazine for a Jennings .22 pistol. And also had on larceny on Camp Ferry Road in Mooresboro. It was an Easy-Go workhorse golf cart valued at $1,000. Jim, that's what we had to report over the 4th.
All right, not too bad, Dad, for past couple of days.
It could have been a lot worse, so I was very pleased.
Yeah, thank goodness people behaved themselves.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sheriff, you go make it a good day, and be safe out there, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, and bye-bye.
See you, bye-bye. Sheriff Chris Francis reporting in this morning, 18 now past 7.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
Now, Lindsay can tell us all we need to know about the calls that's come into 911 Communication Center in the past 24 hours. Lindsay, good morning. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's on your report?
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 405 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 20 EMS, 12 rescue. Under law enforcement, 127 Sheriff's Office, 45 Forest City, 14 Lake Lure, 28 Rutherfordton, 34 Spindale. Under fire calls, Rutherfordton had a motor vehicle accident, And Union Mills had 2 motor vehicle accidents, and that is all.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. Great organization. They do such a great job over there. 20 minutes now past 7. Here's Ruby Taylor from Danieltown with the SDO Fire District Report. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report?
Well, the fire department didn't have any calls, and on my birthday calendar, I've got Karen Webb, Karen Russell, and Tim Morrow having birthdays, and I hope all these people have a nice day. Signs are in the head today and going to the head tomorrow, so that's all I got, Jim.
Thanks, Ruby. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Danieltown SDO reporting in this morning. Well, more on hand, ready to install high-quality floor products than anybody else is a good slogan. Good thing to build onto and work on. They built a reputation over the years to do a great job. Nothing compares to their personalized in-store attention, long-lasting tradition of quality, and a storehouse full of carpet and floor covering. The phone number is 245-0310, located at 1512 West Main Street in Forest City. Yes, I am talking about Southern Carpet. The home of Bruce Hardwood, Appalachian Hardwood, ceramic tile, Armstrong vinyl, Tarkett flooring, and much, much more. Why don't you be a part of this team's helping you make your dream come true? Southern Carpet. Over in Rumbling Ball now, we're heading up the road. Here's Homer on the phone to give us an update. Homer, good morning.
Good morning.
Things pretty quiet last night up on the mountain?
No, it wasn't too quiet here. Very, very busy day yesterday. A lot of people don't think it was busy, but I thought it was pretty busy. A couple of the pool parking lots got full by 9:30. Parking's always an issue. A lot of people here. Everything went pretty smooth. No major accidents, incidents to report. Fireworks display went pretty good.
Good.
We were rain-free. Like I said, it was a very big crowd here. Everybody got in, got out, watched the fireworks, and didn't have really major problems here. So it was all in all a pretty busy 4th of July day here.
Great, great.
We're spending this morning trying to clean up, get everything back to normal, getting all the trash picked up, everything. So today's a cleanup day for after the 4th. Temperature-wise, 74 at midnight. Not quite like yesterday. It should go a little bit smoother. All in all, things are slowly getting back to normal here.
Great. Well, I'm glad it went well yesterday. Glad you had a good turnout and safe. Everybody was safe.
That's true. Went real good, I thought.
Well, Homer, have a great day up there, and maybe you can get some rest this weekend, huh?
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Bye-bye. 23 after 7 o'clock here on this Thursday morning, the day after. This is July the 5th, of course. A lot of fireworks shot last night from various vantage points, individually as well as the organized ones. It sounded good, and what I could see looked good. Let's check in with these good folks now, and we'll get back to the next phone call here in just a moment. Good guys and gals over here.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
72 degrees, and it's cloudy this morning. We may see some sun later on today, maybe some scattered showers this afternoon, but our expected high around 88 and the heat index around 93. Here's Bob Hodge now with Hudlow Volunteer Fire District Community. Bob, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Did you hear enough boom booms last night?
Well, I heard a lot going off there last night. Right? Oh, yeah, when I went to bed last night, somebody was still shooting around there going on, but looked like everybody had a pretty good 4th. I hope you did. And
I did indeed, yeah.
And we did. We had a little cookout and everything, so everything turned out real good. And I thought we was going to get a shower of rain late yesterday evening. We got just a few big drops, and then it moved on there, so didn't mount to anything much over here.
We got a little bit this morning. A storm came over around 4 o'clock, and thunder and lightning, and we had a little bit of shower, not heavy, but just some.
Well, it paced around us over here, I reckon, because I've been out, and we hadn't had any over here so far this morning, and look like the sun's coming up now through the trees over here, so we'll probably get some more later on this afternoon, because it's that time of the year there, so we'll probably get some later on. And Jim, overnight with the fire department up here, and yesterday it's been pretty quiet with the fire department. We answered one fire alarm call. And I want to say happy birthday to Joe Carpenter this morning. And other than that, things are running along good, Jim, and I hope you have a good day.
Thanks, Bob. You too, and enjoy the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Bob Hodge, always nice and friendly to talk with from the Hudlow Fire District. You can catch him most afternoons, too, with the Afternoon Colorado Report with Tom Green. Well, if you're looking to do some work around your home, maybe you're working on the kitchen cabinets or doing some new kitchen cabinetry work, bring your ideas over to Henson Building Material. Boy, what a variety of choices they have, and with expert help to go with it. You're looking to change light fixtures? Bring your ideas over to Henson Building Material. They have beautiful varieties and expert help to go with it. If you're a do-it-yourself kind of person, then Henson Building Material is standing by ready to help you. If you're a professional in the business, they'll also have the products you need. The folks at Henson take a lot of pride in their showroom over there. The Showroom Design Center, you should take a look at that. And they love to help you decide what's best for your home and your budget. Not only should you compare prices, but compare quality too before you buy. That's important. At Henson Building Material, you got a quick in and out, hassle-free service. And listen, should they not have your item in stock, which will surprise me, but should they not have it in stock, they can sure buddy get it for you in no time. They keep a full supply of shingles, full variety of paints, water heaters, so much more. They can even cut keys for home and auto, including chip keys. They're located on Duke Street, Forest City, 7:30 to 5 Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturday. And don't forget to ask about that Traeger grill. You're going to love it.
It's time for you to test drive the affordable, fuel-efficient Ford Fusion from Sisk Family Ford in Forest City. Family-owned Sisk Ford can put you into the car you want with a payment plan you can appreciate. If it's a truck you want, get the Ford truck that's breaking records in sales. Ask about why the sales department is being bragged on with each and every sale that they make. They love your business at Sisk Family Ford, and it shows. New and used automobiles and an award-winning service department makes Sisk Family Ford the choice for so many. Step up to Ford today. Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Now at 7:29, let's check in over at the Cherry Mountain Fire District. And Sue Price, good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
You survived all that last night, I guess, huh?
I did. We had a good 4th. We went up on the mountain with Fairview, and it's so pretty up there. It was beautiful.
Good night for that, wasn't it?
It was. We had we had 2 different little showers come through, and we saw 2 different rainbows. It was so pretty. And then a beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think everybody enjoyed it. A lot of them in the pool and just having a good time.
Good.
I started out this morning with 73 degrees. The sun's up now, so I'm sure the temperature is going to be going up. And I don't have any birthdays at all on my calendars for today. And I guess since Lou didn't get me yesterday morning, I'll give yesterday's. First of all, had an anniversary for Clyde and Frankie Hudson and a birthday for Albert Petty. So we hope they had a good day, and I'm sure they did. And it was the 4th of July, so they had double celebrations. And I don't have any calls from the fire department. I think they stayed quiet over the 4th, and that was a good thing. And I think that's about all I got. I don't have any announcements that haven't come in yet, so it's just quiet and calm over here. Looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
Thanks, Sue. I will indeed, and you too, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 7:30 Thursday morning report continues right after this. Rutherford Regional Health System now features its walk-in services at Forest City Family Care at 212 Allendale Drive, Forest City, just behind the Tri-City Mall. Those needing walk-in care enjoy the same great services, but now at the new location. They continue to operate Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. The scope of services remain unchanged for the walk-in patients. When you don't have an appointment but need to be seen quickly, we hope you'll choose the walk-in services now located at the rear entrance of Forest City Family Care. Well, how's that car running for you? Huh? Not too good? Well, I've got somebody I can send you to that'll take care of that real easy for you. That's Ellenberg's Garage. You talk about state-of-the-art equipment. Now, they've got it up there, and they'll fix it in no time, and you'll be on the road, smooth sailing. If your car has a shaking or shimmering problem, take it up there to the pros. They've got a state-of-the-art four-wheel alignment machine that'll get you back on the road in no time. All size cars and trucks, too. It's the newest one out there. They've got it at your neighborhood Ellenberg's Garage. Locally owned, locally grown. Up there at Lowing Mill Road, 110 Lowing Mill Road, right across from the old Gilkey School. Here's that phone number, 287-7996, 287-7996. Call us to get up an appointment. And don't suffer through the summer with an air conditioner that's not working. They can fix that for you. Yep. They'll have you cooling down in no time. That's Ellenberg Garage up in Gilkey. Time to call them. Now we're making a stop over in Bostic at the drop-in store there in Bostic. And Audrey Allman is the manager. She's on the phone with you right now. Audrey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. Did you sell out of hot dogs yesterday?
Pretty much, yes. That and everything else.
Yeah, I bet. Well, you're busy, I guess, huh?
Yeah, but that's nice, though.
That's good.
Keep everybody in the community happy, you know?
That's right. It's good that you were there for them.
Yeah.
What you got cooking this morning?
Well, girls are back there. They got all breakfast foods back there, but we got a special this month for the month of July. We got the sausage biscuits, $1.59, or you can get 2 for $3. And then we have our biscuit gravy right now for $1.49. So the girls are back, you know, they're cooking and ready for people to stop in.
Audrey, I bought some a few weeks ago. I bought some pimento cheese over there at your store. Right, the name of it right now leaves me, but it's the best I've ever had. What's the name of that pimento cheese you sell over there?
It's the Stan's pimento cheese.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is good stuff.
Oh, it is. People seem to love it, too, in this area, so everybody needs to try that also.
Well, if everybody's tired of hot dogs, you got some other chicken cooking for today?
Yeah, we do. We have the chicken breast. You can get the tenders with the wedges and, you know, just about anything you want back there. A good beef dog, and the girls will cook up just whatever they want.
Good cold drinks, good milkshakes, and all those good things. Cool us down a little bit.
Yeah, they can get a 32-ounce fountain drink or sweet tea or unsweetened tea for 99 cents. You know, that's all the time, so that's a real good buy also. And we still have our Gatorades right now running on sale, so, you know, like to encourage people to stop and get those or a good cold milkshake.
Formerly Sammy's, but is now drop-in store, Bostic Sunshine Highway, right across from the post office. The deli is outstanding. They got personal service like nobody else. And Audrey Allman is the manager. She got things going over there real good. Audrey, thank you so much for that support, and I'll see you next time.
All right, Jim. Have a good one.
Bye. That's Audrey Allman, the manager of the store there at Bostic. Drop in, go by and see her and buy some groceries and maybe breakfast this morning or lunch, or maybe take home a dinner for tonight. It's all good. Come on. Drop in.
Stop into Save-A-Lot Grocery and save big money every day. Choose from a variety of name brand merchandise at incredible low prices. Save big on fresh meats, vegetables, pastries, frozen foods, deli items, and so much more. They are located in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. Hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale.
You've been promising yourself that you will have something done with your eyesight. It's been, you've just time to have them checked, right? You know that. It's just been procrastinated. Well, don't procrastinate any longer. The longer you wait on, the worse your eyes can consult with you, tell you what's going on after he examines your eyes. He's not in a rush. He understands his patient's needs and concerns, and he shares that with you. And if you need to move into some kind of stronger glasses or first-time glasses, or you want contacts, or you're tired of where you've been going, you want something new, Tri-City Optometric Eye Care could be the place for you. They're right over Main Street, Rutherfordton. That is 337 North Main Street, Rutherfordton. And they also have an office over in Tryon at 486 South Trade Street. The phone number to call to make an appointment is 288-8662, 288-8662. I don't mind if you tell them that I told you to call and sent you over there. If your vision's important to you, who you trust your vision care to should be important as well. Tri-City Optometric Eye Care could be that choice. The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304. Now we're heading over toward Union Mills and get the Kelly report from none other than Brenda Kelly. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this tremendous Thursday?
I'm feeling good.
There you go. Did you get to celebrate yesterday?
I did. I sure did. Got to do.
Good.
Got a lot of things. Went to the Owls game last night with the boys and my daughter and my son-in-law.
Watched fireworks?
No, I didn't hang around that long.
Well,
they did. They did.
We went and watched the fireworks.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it? Pretty good?
Yeah, they were. Oh, yeah, they were real pretty, but there was so many people there. But then, it was the only place in the county that was doing fireworks, except for Rumney Ball, and you ain't allowed up there.
Yeah, we left.
Unless you're a visitor to some of the people that, whatever.
I left before the game was over because I had to get on home. But I noticed people were parked everywhere. It's kind of like waiting on the Christmas parade. They were parked everywhere in every parking lot, all the bank parking lots, and all the way down the street. And you could see very good from those vantage points. So, well, I'm glad
we were parked right there at the cemetery, right behind Cool Springs, Cool, and Dollar General.
Yeah, you can see good, couldn't you?
Yeah, it was right there on them.
Yeah,
they were pretty.
They had a good turnout for the game as well. A really packed out stadium last night, so it was really
that was good.
Night, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got to celebrate a little bit. Did you get a hot dog or a hamburger or
I got a hot dog. Yeah, got a hot dog.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a hot dog, but I went out to the Roops for their celebration, and that's always good. You've been there before.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah. It was good, and there was a lot of people out, and I appreciate Steve and Ginger doing that. I didn't realize they'd been doing it so long. Said they'd been doing it for 43 years.
Wow, I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, that's a long time. And he's got a plaque out there that he said he had 6 brothers and him, and between them they had 100 and something years in the service.
Wow, I've seen that plaque out there.
That's something else, ain't it?
Steve and Ginger are good people.
Yeah. Well, we hope everybody's having a good Thursday this morning. I've got 70 degrees on the front porch. I'm going to have but one birthday, and that's Rayshawn Hawson. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. But I don't have anything on the round hill, so we hope he has a great old big day. And in ways of announcements, Union Mills Learning Center on Hudlow Road in Union Mills on Tuesdays, starting at 10 a.m. to noon, is going to have a summer reading program. And on July the 10th, it'll be Up in the Air. And also, get ready for the buffet breakfast at the Old Gilkey School. Starts at 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. This will be Saturday the 14th. Adults $6, kids 6 to 12, $3, 6 and under free. All you can eat: sausage, bacon, liver, mush, gravy, and biscuits, and all the trimmings. Proceeds go to help rebuild the Old Gilkey School. I reckon that's all I got.
Went to bed hearing fireworks last night go all around me, and I woke up this morning with it thunder, and I thought, have they been shooting fireworks all night long? Then I realized there was a little storm going by.
I don't reckon we got one, because my dogs woke me up somewhere around that time wanting out, and so I got up and let them out and everything, but I couldn't see no sign of rain. I done got out and cut some grass, so
this
I
morning?
want to go back. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do it when it's cool.
Aren't you smart?
No, it just has to be done.
Well, that's it.
I need to buy me some goats and stake them out.
You probably could find some on trading time.
Oh, yeah, probably could, but the
Listen,
dogs would
you
kill
enjoy it the day today, and if you didn't get a hot dog yesterday, go find you one today. And so,
Oh, I had a hamburger. No, I had a cheeseburger.
Well, that's good, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So, and I had watermelon and ice cream and barbecue. I can't eat nothing till this time next week.
yeah, I'm feeling about the same way. We made a churn of homemade ice cream yesterday afternoon. Also
Oh, well, that was
for the
good,
boys.
yeah.
So, hey, I've eaten more this week than I've eaten in a long time.
Me too.
I'll
Me
be
too.
waddling down the road again if I'm not careful.
I like your new vehicle.
Thank you. I'm enjoying
Well,
it.
you go have a good day.
You too, Brenda. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, catch you later.
Bye. Brenda Kelly reporting out of Union Mill, 741, right here on this Thursday morning edition.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
Well, yesterday's a good indication of how you need a hat when the sun's out like it is. You're going to be outside for. If you don't have a good hat for the hot summer, go to Washburn Store. They've got ladies and men's hats to fit the occasion, keep the sun out of your face, keep your nose from getting blistered. We got a good selection up there. So head on over to Washburn Store and see what you can find for yourself. And if you love honey, they keep a good load of honey. And they got tomatoes over there for you, stick candy, wind chimes, a beautiful wind chime for this wind blowing. Boy, I love those things. Why don't you check out the new shipment of straw hats and Outback rough leather hats also. All at Washburn Store between Boston and Sunshine on the Boston Sunshine Highway. Let's go get us a hat. All right. Over to Ellenboro now. Luther Gilligan, good morning.
Good morning to you, Chris. Place to be downtown Ellenboro where we have sausage, biscuits, and coffee.
All right. Let's hear it. But no fireworks.
And good conversation. Sometimes we get the fireworks are going.
I don't mean by the town. I don't mean by the town council. I mean to say you
can't get Ellenboro to spot up to sit that.
Yeah.
Could buy probably buy me a new car with it. I don't know.
Probably.
I expect a lot of money, but hey, we having a good time down here this morning. We doing nothing, but we having a good time, man. We fixing to get rid of those go out here and see what we can accomplish today. It's quiet, nothing going on. It's quiet, don't have anything. The fire department, they're quiet yesterday. Everything just peaceful down here this morning. Everybody going back to work after a day off. Sometimes it's a long weekend. Good luck to them if they had it. It's good if they can do it. Message on what we have birthday day. The Chris Brown is having a birthday day, and Bob and Sue Jenkins, they're having a wedding anniversary day. So we hope they have a great day and enjoy their day. Jim, I hope you have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Luther. Appreciate it. See you then.
All right, take care.
Bye. That's Luther Gilligan reporting in from Ellenboro this morning. Call yours in now. Todd standing by out there. 3356-287. More than just a record service. There are all kinds of parts to fit most anything. Batteries of all size, from lawnmowers to cars to trucks to keyless remotes. You need a battery and want to pay less for it? Then you want Brad's Record Service. You can't beat the prices on batteries. And the top dog for hydraulic hoses is Brad's Record Service. They got all sizes, all kinds, even British, German, metric, you name it. They got all kinds of truck and car parts available. If you need off-road recovery, call on Brad's Record Service. 24-hour road service, you need Brad's Record Service. Here's the phone number, 287-2111, 287-2111. And by the way, they're located 1737 U.S. Highway 64, Rutherford. Worth a trip there just to get a battery that you don't have to pay an arm and leg for. Phone number is 287-2111, 287-2111. When you're thinking about doing something positive for yourself in terms of hearing, give Miracle Ear Forest City an opportunity to show you how they can help you. They'd be glad to do that. Lisa Terry is the hearing specialist there. She got to ask about the Miracle Ear Genius 2.0. My, what a concept that is. And Lisa Terry can answer all those questions for you. You'll find her at Forest City office at 1512 West Main Street, Suite 102. The phone number is 368-4126, 368-4126. And in Shelby, it's at 1506 East Dixon Boulevard. Miracle Ear, that is the yours today. While they're fresh, they're good, they're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about. Perfect day. Well, this is the 5th of July. We see Ruth Calvert, retired from First Union Bank, is having a birthday today. She lives over in Forest City. Terry Date over in Boston is having a birthday. He also used to work in the bank. Jack Ross over in Forest City celebrating a birthday today. And let's see who else is celebrating on this 5th. Roshan Hassan, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, is having a birthday as well. We'll see who's going to win the donuts in just a moment. Stand by. Also, Todd Gilbert and Brian Pritchard, is that right? From Harris. Works at Sunoco, also celebrating a birthday today.
Have you known people who...
Facility. She didn't want to go, so she shot him. It happened July 2nd at the home in Fountain Hills, Arizona. Deputies responded to a call for unknown trouble. According to a news release, deputies discovered the victim dead from an apparent gunshot wound. According to the investigation, 92-year-old Anna Mae Blessing had been contemplating for several days her son's intentions to place her in an assisted living facility. Blessing then got 2 pistols and concealed them in the pockets of her robe. Deputies say she then confronted her son in his bedroom. During the confrontation, Blessing told investigators she fired several shots at her son, killing him. She then pointed the gun at her son's girlfriend, and the two struggled over the weapon, and it was dislodged from her hand. Blessing then allegedly pulled out the second gun and pointed it at the girlfriend. The girlfriend knocked it from her hand. The girlfriend then called the sheriff's office. Blessing was charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 1 count of kidnapping. 92 years old. Now, if she gets a life sentence for that murder, how long will she stay in jail? Mean woman. (19:08), the Sheriff's Report coming up here again in just a moment with Sheriff Chris Francis. More than 1 million Americans have heart attacks each year, and if you or a loved one experiences symptoms of a heart attack, every second matters. That's why the emergency department at Rutherford Regional Health System is a chest pain accredited facility. What does that mean to you? It means quality care here at home that could save precious seconds when treating the symptoms of heart attacks. To learn more about Rutherford Regional and its commitment to safe quality care, visit myrutherfordregional.com. Well, if you have a bunch of land covered with trees and you want to get rid of those trees and make some money off of it, then you need to call Bristol Industries. They'll buy all types of standing timber. Get a good price from the company that has been in business over 30 years, too. They have served all of western North Carolina. If you have acres of standing timber, call Barry Ellenberg and Jacob Schuford. You might as well go ahead and get top dollar for your trees. No sense in getting less for them than you can when you get more for them. Jacob and Barry are trained in this business. All the loggers are insured, and you'll be dealing with a reputable company. Call Bristol Industries, Bridgewater Chip Plant, 584-3335. Again, that's Bristol Industries, Bridgewater Chip Plant, 828-584-3335. Bristol Industries. Here now is Sheriff Chris Francis with an early morning report.
Jim, in the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has responded to 127 calls to service. There have been 6 arrests processed at county jail. Currently incarcerated, we have 203. Among those arrested by the Sheriff's Office was Bobby Joe Brackett, 41-year-old white male. Forest City was charged with failure to appear and received a $1,000 secure bond. Among the incidents, we had a break-in, entering, and larceny. Ray's Mini Mart there at US 221 South, Forest City. There was a Samsung Galaxy tablet that was taken, a Cypher scanner, also a Dickinson shotgun, and approximately 16 packs of cigarettes were also taken. We also had a break-in, entering, larceny in Phillips Drive in Forest City, where a .22 rifle was taken and a magazine for a Jennings .22 pistol. And also had on larceny on Camp Ferry Road in Morrisboro. It was an easy-go workhorse golf cart valued at $1,000. Jim, that's what we had to report over the 4th.
Well, thanks very much, Sheriff. 20 minutes now after 8 o'clock. Congratulations to Jack Ross of Forest City. He won the Daylight Donuts this morning. Excuse me. There is this sort of almost turns my stomach when I talk about the story. You may have already heard about it, but that defending champion Chestnut set records with eating 74 hot dogs yesterday up in New York. 74 hot dogs. Joey Jaws Chestnut extended his reign as champion of the Nathan's famous July 4th hot dog eating contest, downing a record of 74 wieners and buns in 10 minutes to take home the coveted mustard belt for an 11th time. Miki Sudo held on to her title as the top women's competitor at the annual Brooklyn Eat-Off, chomping 37 franks and buns to take home the top prize for an unprecedented 5th consecutive years. But while Chestnut ate 10 more dogs and buns than second-place finisher Carmen Sincati, a judging error cast initial doubt over the totals after jurists didn't see the eaters were taking the dogs and buns from 2 plates. Eric Gonzalez, the Brooklyn District Attorney, certified the final tally, and Chestnut's record of 74, 2 more that he consumed last year. A total of $40,000 in prize money was up for grabs, with the first-place winner taking home $10,000 each. You believe that? 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I love my hot dogs, but one's about enough for me. I can't take it. I used to love those foot-long hot dogs years ago, but no more. No more. The short ones are fine for me right now. And there's 2 or 3 good places that I like to get their hot dogs from. But I won't give them a plug since they're not one of my advertisers, but maybe one of these days they will be, and I can tell you. All right, it's time for sports update almost. We'll have that sports update, and hopefully Dr. Bob will be here with us in the Blue Room.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
NCN Sports. Good morning. I'm Tony Rexby. The Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees playing the rubber game of their 3-game series in the Bronx yesterday, and the Bombers came out on top. Mike Mancuso is at Yankee Stadium.
Giancarlo Stanton hit a 3-run homer, and CC Sabathia tossed 6 solid innings to lead the Yankees to a 6-2 win over the Braves. Sabathia, who worked out of a bases-loaded jam in the first, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits to earn his 6th win. Stanton's homer, his 21st, came off loser Julio Teheran.
Having better overall at-bats. There's still some sloppy ones in there, but consistent. Better plans, better approach overall, and just giving myself the best chance to be successful out there.
Aaron Judge hit his 24th homer in the 7th. Atlanta's second baseman Ozzie Albies had 3 hits to reach 100 for the season. Mike Mancuso, New York.
The Red Sox keeping their 1-game lead in the AL East by blanking the Nationals. Greg Heist reports.
Eduardo Rodriguez allowed 3 hits and struck out 6 over 6 innings as the Red Sox completed a 3-game sweep of the Nationals, winning 3-0. Eric Fetty started for Washington but left in the second with shoulder tightness. Jackie Bradley Jr. sac fly in the 7th gave the Red Sox the lead. He also had an RBI double in the 9th. Bradley and the Red Sox are now a season-high 30 games over 500.
It's amazing. Great accomplishment so far. But we don't care about that right now. We just want to take it one game at a time.
Ryan Matson suffered the loss for the Nats as they used 7 pitchers. The Nats are a game under 500 now and have dropped 5 straight in 17 of their last 22. Craig Heist, Washington.
Elsewhere yesterday, the Baltimore Orioles beaten by the Phillies 4-1. You're listening to NCN Sports.
Attention football fans, the 2018 ACC Preview Magazine is almost here and is available for pre-order right now at ACCSports.com. Get your football fix before the season starts with predictions from the experts, recruiting news, and rankings of the best ACC players and teams. No other magazine dedicates 10 pages to each ACC school, each jam-packed with stats and information. Pre-order your copy today by going to ACCSports.com and clicking on the pre-order banner.
This Fraud Watch Alert is brought to you by AARP North Carolina. Last year in North Carolina, there were over 60,000 reported cases of ID theft and fraud. By taking a few practical steps, you have the power to protect yourself and your family and to stop fraud before it happens. The AARP Fraud Watch Network puts proven tools and resources right at your fingertips, informing you about the latest fraud in your community. Sign up for this free service today. More at states.aarp.org/stop fraud.
Javier Baez lending a bit of thievery to the Cubs' sixth straight win.
Javier Baez stole a pair of bases in one inning, including a steal of home as the Cubs won their sixth straight game 5-2 over the Tigers. Baez opened the fourth frame with a single, stole second, moved to third on a throwing error, and then stole home with a beautiful evading slide. He talks about
didn't respond to our pitchers, and
while Jose Quintana picked up the victory with Brandon Morrow recording save number 19. As for Detroit, they continue to slide backwards as they have now dropped 13 of their last 15 games. David Schuster, Chicago.
Tony Rixby, NCN Sports.
We'll look for partly sunny skies around the area today and should run seasonably hot in the hours. We'll have highs that reach about 87 to 92. Later on tonight, fair to partly cloudy and rather muggy with lows in the upper 60s to low 70s, 4 to 90. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Sunny and cloudy throughout the day today with a possibility this afternoon or maybe some scattered showers. We're going to be up to about 8. Saturday, mostly cloudy with scattered showers 83, but only a 30% chance of that pop-up shower. Had a storm roll through this morning around 4 o'clock or so in some sections of our county, but no damage, I don't think. A lot of rain. But it's going to be a changing weather. It's going to be in and out with some rain in and out activity. Dr. Bob normally scheduled to be with us on Thursday morning. He's not here this morning for whatever reason. We don't know where he is. Maybe he went out to Wilmington and visit his family. Don't know. Hadn't heard from him this morning. But we're going to move right along anyway. We always stand prepared for cases like this. Maybe he'll call in with us in a few minutes or roll in here in a few minutes. I don't know. But if you had a question you wanted to ask him, and just hold on to it till he gets here, or we'll hold it till next week. There's several other stories that I thought was interesting this morning. Some of them are kind of sad, but it's sort of tells you a little bit about the signs of the time and how people hearts are today. This happened out in Corpus Christi, Texas. Authorities are accusing a Texas woman of selling her 7-year-old son and trying to sell her 2 young daughters. Texas Department of Public Safety said Tuesday that 29-year-old Esmeralda Garza of Corpus Christi was arrested. She remained in the Nueces County Jail on Wednesday on charges of sale or purchase of a child. Bond was set at $100,000. Jail records did not list an attorney for her. DPS says that agents were executing a drug search. I knew that had to be there somewhere. A drug search warrant in Corpus Christi when they located a 7-year-old who had allegedly been sold and purchased. Authorities say 2 girls, ages 2 and 3, were in the process of being sold. The case remains under investigation. A man and a woman were arrested as a result of that drug investigation. Can you imagine how low you have to stoop to do that? How low you have to stoop to sell a kid? Well, Governor Roy Cooper has some folks upset, particularly animal lovers. Former Governor Pat McCrory and his wife Ann were committed to doing whatever they could to support efforts to increase the health and safety of pets in North Carolina. They were pet lovers, had a beautiful dog themselves, and they worked to support efforts to increase the health and safety of pets. On December 19th, 2015, they even hosted a special event called Make It a Merry Christmas for Homeless Pets in North Carolina's animal shelters. They held that at the executive office there in Raleigh when he was governor. Well, the mansion was filled with traditional Christmas ornaments, a military family Christmas tree made up of ornaments from military families, and a rescue Christmas tree hung with handmade decorations from shelters across North Carolina. It was quite a well-attended event. Ann was also known for advocating for legislation that would require breeders to provide daily exercise, fresh water and food, and medical care for their dogs. Speaking at the Full Bull in Blowing Rock, McCrory remarked later to the Blowing Rock News that these puppy mills are everything except humane. The only purpose for these dogs' existence in the puppy mill is to breed and produce a litter of puppies. They are kept caged up or chained up in small spaces surrounded by their own feces. That's Ann McCroy talking. Ann and the former governor also have a dog named Mo who spent a lot of time with the McCroys at the Western Residence in Nashville. Mo became a symbol of their work in trying to rescue and care for dogs in puppy mills throughout the state. Well, in order to honor Mo and the rescue work, a number of advocates of animal rescue efforts donated funds to put up a small sculpture and plaque of Mo on the grounds of the Western Residence. Other governors have also placed artwork on the grounds. However, it seems that the current governor, Roy Cooper, doesn't share that same sentiment for mistreated animals that the former governor and his wife did. So this past week, Governor Roy Cooper had the small monument that had been erected for Mo completely stripped down for no apparent reason other than his dislike of them. No one seems to know even where these monuments are now. Why he chose to make a mockery of a neat cause seems to have no answers. But they had a monument there on the grounds of the Western Office of the Governor, and a monument in honor of Mo McCroy, loyal dog to Governor Pat and First Lady Ann McCroy, and the wooden sculpture of Mo and the wooden sculpture of a bone there at Mo's feet, just as a replica and a remembrance of the work they did for animals. But this governor, what seems to no apparent reason, just didn't like him, had him taken down. So he's under a lot of hot water with the pet folks in North Carolina. Has animal lovers very angry, and I'm sure they're going to let him know, if they haven't already let him know, going to let him know they don't like it. If you just tuned in wondering where Dr. Bob is, we're wondering that as well. He is not with us today. Sometimes he goes out to visit his family out in Wilmington and loses track of the day and then realizes it's Thursday and he gets distracted, but I don't know where he is. Don't know where he is, but we'll try to find out. But there's some other things happening. This came up. One of you sent this to me, as a matter of fact. It came via let's see who sent this. Here he comes. I see him pulling into the driveway now, even as we speak. It talks about some California legislative session for 2018, and Governor Brown, who is he's out there. But they say, thank you, Honorable Governor Jerry Brown. Your year closed on Friday. All the representatives went home exhausted, and the damage was done. So what did they accomplish during this high-pressure year in Sacramento? This is an update today on the Progressive Democrats' continued destruction of California. The ones who would not endorse Dianne Feinstein because she's not sufficiently socialist enough. Here's some of the things that it passed. Cap and trade tax, which will increase gas 63 cents to 93 cents a gallon, change and the taxes that go with it. So do the math projections. Proposed increase on a new tax every resident will pay for tap water. $3.46 bill parks bond to pay for parks in disadvantaged community. Law to release any lifer, murder, rape, child molestation. He wants to release them if they're 60 years old and has already spent 25 years in prison. Charles Manson would have qualified if he just waited a few more months before dying. And the Melendez brothers that murdered their parents could be released in about 12 years. Another one of these Governor Brown wanted passed, a new $50 charge on all residents living in a mobile home park to address living conditions enforcement in those parks. What does that mean? As if having to live in a mobile home park isn't bad enough for them. Regressive tax on the poor, you might call that. Required Tulsa to either unionize with the United Auto Workers or forfeit state incentives to buy their electric cars. Maybe political blackmail doesn't count as breaking any laws. He also wants California to reduce from a felony to a misdemeanor the purposeful intent to transmit the AIDS virus to an unknowing partner. Wants that brought down to a to a misdemeanor rather than a felony if you knowingly transfer your AIDS virus to someone else. Also, he recommended giving preferential treatment to prisoners convicted of serious crimes that are less than 25 years old because their brains are not mature enough to understand right from wrong. What? Also, he wants a bill to require our true sex be admitted from driver's license. Free legal services for illegal immigrants. Establish safe injection zones run by government to oversee people injecting heroin. Yep, it all passed. That's California for you. And good old Jerry Brown, he stood and applauded while all those things happened. All right, enough of that.
The following program, Dr. Bob's Grocery Store Medicine and Healthy Life Anecdotes, is paid for by Dr. Bob Crummy. The opinions expressed on this program by Dr. Crummy are not necessarily those of the owner and staff of WCAB. You are invited to call your questions in live now to Dr. Bob at 287-3356. And now live in the studio, here is Dr. Bob Crummy.
Well, good morning, Dr. Bob.
Good morning, Jim Bishop. It's great to be with you again in the beautiful Blue Room at WCAB.
Well, I'm glad you're here. We're beginning to wonder if you were going to show up with us. I thought we celebrated July 4th too much.
Well, actually, I stayed home, and that's how I celebrated.
That's a good, safe way.
Oh, it is. My father was in law enforcement for 40 years, and he conditioned me.
Yeah.
And he said, when holidays come, you stay home, boy, and that's how you celebrate.
Yeah, that's the best way. It's safer that way, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Well, we're glad you're here, and we'll turn the program over to you. We have not had any calls just yet. Folks may call them in while you're talking, but you always come equipped with a lot of information, so go for it.
Well, and you know, this time I really enjoyed reading something this morning. I really want to share it. I thought, boy, I got to share this with our radio audience, and what I want to do is to tell you about a newsletter that you can start keeping. And this is the name of the newsletter is The Journal of Natural Health. And in this July issue, there's the entire thing is written by this Dr. Frank Schallenberger, and he is the author of Second Opinion. You know, they'll have different editors. They'll have different editors for maybe 5 years, and then somebody else will take over. But all of these people are well trained in alternative medicine, and they are very strong in it. You know, they've bumped heads with the government and all kinds of agencies and pharmaceutical firms and so forth, and they've stood their ground. But this Journal of Natural Health is fantastic to take, and you can write P.O. Box 8051 in Norcross, Georgia, and they'll send you all the information you want on it. In fact, I'll give you a phone number you can call and another email address. But Dr. Schallenberger talks about our liver and how important the liver is, you know, and it's actually kind of scary, the things they say about it. You think, wait a minute, how can something work so hard? Like they say, it's the hardest working organ in the body. Well, I think that's how ridiculous. The heart's the hardest working organ in the body. It just keeps pumping away. But then when they start talking about what the liver does, I think, boy, the liver outshines everything. And if it weren't for the liver, we would be dead in a few minutes. But the liver now, it has over 500 essential influences in our body. Can you imagine over 500? Now, and I'm going to name some of these. One of them is it produces 13,000 critical chemicals that we use on a regular basis. And it regulates over 50,000 vital enzymes that our body has. It balances our sex hormones, including testosterone and estrogen. So if you're losing your libido, a lot of times it's because your liver's sort of getting clogged up or dysfunctioning, this sort of thing. It filters 100 gallons of blood each day. 100 gallons of blood gets filtered by the liver. It produces a full quart of bile daily to break down fat and helps with digestion of food. And it detoxifies waste and pollutants in our body and gets rid of them for us. If your liver stopped detoxifying, you would be dead in a few hours. Now, it converts glucose into energy for your body to use. It maintains healthy cholesterol, blood sugar, and amino acids for you. Now, the amino acids are proteins. The blood sugar, of course, is the energy we need, and then the cholesterol is the fats. And it functions by storing essential nutrients such as vitamin A, B, D, and K. And if it weren't for the liver doing that, it just wouldn't get done. And it's all kinds of other things too. And you can imagine that when it starts dysfunctioning, you can have any kind of symptom you can imagine. Like I just named a few. For instance, joint and back pain is caused by clogged liver problems. Age spots is caused by it. A high cholesterol and triglycerides are caused by the liver malfunctioning. Increased in blood pressures, skin discoloration, and unflattering skin tones. Memory problems are most commonly caused by some kind of the liver getting clogged. Vision problems, muscle loss, poor immunity, indigestion, and constipation. And that's just to name a few. It can go on and on and on, but you just see how terribly important that is. Now, the interesting thing is what he does is this. Now, and I've always pushed milk. I haven't always pushed since I've learned it. I did milk thistle. Anybody has liver problems, I say take milk thistle, and it's always worked. I haven't relied on anything else. However, he basically says, hey, taking milk thistle isn't enough. It's great, and it needs to be in anything that you treat the liver. Any kind of treatment for the liver needs to have milk thistle in it. But he points out that it doesn't function in isolation, and he recommends something called Advanced Liver Support. And Advanced Liver Support is put out by this company called Advanced Bionutrients. Advanced Bionutrients. They put that out, and I'm going to read in a minute, you know, the 8 herbs that is in Advanced Liver Support. And now, if you bought these separately and took them separately, they would be very costly. But if you buy them and they're all in one capsule, and this one company does a super job of it, and so at least I thought I'd let anybody know, hey, if you're in doubt, you know, this is something you can get. And oh, here's another thing that I always love about stuff like this, and newsletters about it. You can get newsletters. You can get a letter from him every month, and he will tell you things like what I've been reading today. But they have good prices on things, and anything that does not work, like they say it's going to work, all you got to do is send the empty bottle back, and they reimburse all your money. And that's hard to beat. Yeah, and when somebody does that, you know that it works, you know, and it's kind of like I had said earlier before, you know, I almost love to get sick because then I can try something new to see if this herb really works.
Let me get this question in right quick, then you can go back to what you had there. Any herbs or recommendations to reduce belly fat? Any herbs that you can recommend to reduce belly fat?
Well, what I recommend to reduce belly fat is only to eat protein and fat during the day. In other words, cut out all carbohydrates. If you cut out the carbohydrates, what happens is the pancreas starts cutting on what they call the glucagon pump. And glucagon pump kind of picks up on, hey, we're not taking any sugar in, we got to create some sugar. And a fat cell is nothing but 3 molecules of sugar put together. And so basically what happens when you only take in protein and fat, and you take in no carbohydrate, the glucagon pump cuts on, and it automatically starts taking the belly fat and converting it into sugar. And that's what you get bound. So that's the best way to do it. Now another name for that is the Atkins diet. And we were talking last week, I think, about someone who said that his wife had diabetes, and I'd recommend, hey, have her eat as many eggs a day as she wants, have her eat as many hamburger steaks as she wants, and but nothing else. And if she does that and just drinks, you know, filtered water, she's going to lose a pound a day. And if she can eat a dozen eggs and 2 pounds of hamburger, you're still going to lose it a day because you start burning this fat up, and that's the best way to get rid of it. Now, in terms of an herb working better, I think one of the things that I read about with the clogged liver is one of the things that what happens is you stop burning fat like you usually do, and so if you'll treat your liver, that one thing you'll start burning the belly fat and it'll get rid of it.
I read where eating a lot of beef liver was good food for you, for a human to eat beef liver. Is that true?
I would assume so. It tastes so bad, it must be true. No, I'm kidding when I say that. Let's see. I eat liver mush, and the reason I eat liver mush is I don't particularly like the taste of liver, but I find that I can make me a liver mush biscuit. I put a piece of onion and a mustard on it, and it's delicious. Yeah. In fact, I may even eat 2 of them, or double up on my liver mush. But here's something interesting. I've never known anyone to had the liver peel that we give to people. The iron peel work in terms of helping your blood iron, helping your blood glucose, and what I have known is liver mush always works. If you got a low hemoglobin, that's what I was trying to think of, low hemoglobin, the liver pills that we give to people or sell to people, just in my experience, they haven't worked. What always works is liver mush. And I say that from experience. I would share that information with dozens of people. And it's interesting because it was humorous. They would, they had been on iron pills, let's say, for 2 years, and they were still having trouble, and the hemoglobin was still low, and they couldn't get it up and so forth. And I would tell them about the liver mush, and they would start taking it, and all of a sudden their hemoglobin jumped up. And they would go back to the doctor, and he would say, "Hey, I see our iron pills are kicking in." and they would be so angry with him, they wouldn't even tell him that, hey, it's kicking in because we're eating liver mush. And of course, some of them then would start eating liver, but any kind of liver would do the same thing for you. Yeah.
Hard to beat that liver mush biscuit, though.
I don't know what it is about that, but it's just the taste I like. The onion's important to have with it, just a little bit, not too much. Onion and mustard and liver mush. Works like a charm. Well, there are eight nutrients or ingredients that are in advanced liver support. And the number one, of course, is milk thistle. Anything is going to have milk thistle. And it might be that milk thistle alone would straighten the problem up. And then there is a mushroom called Agaricus, Agariui. Let me spell it again. Agarisk, Agaricus. Now, that's a, I don't know why that mushroom is so good or what it does for people, but they put it in with something to help your liver. And then there's something called phosphodiecholine. And phosphodiecholine is something your brain uses. But not only does your brain use it, but your liver uses it also, and your liver is associated somehow with your immune system. And then there's one called quercetin. Quercetin is a super antioxidant, and by super antioxidant I mean it by itself will probably dissolve any plaques you have in your blood vessels. Quercetin, Quercetin, quercetin. And then alpha-lipoic acid. Now, alpha-lipoic acid is something a friend of mine told me one time when I had age spots on my skin. He said, "Hey, you need some alpha-lipoic acid?" He gave me a bottle of it. I started taking it, and within a month, I had no age spots at all. It was just amazing to me. So I became a believer that way. But then I discovered more about alpha-lipoic acid, and that is that it's kind of a precursor to about a dozen hormones. And the hormones are usually made by your adrenal glands, but it does something else too. It sort of makes every chemical reaction in your body function better. Now, I don't know how it does that particularly, but they say, hey. And then something that I'd never heard before, licorice root. Now, you got to say licorice root because I understand that this is from the root of the licorice plant, and they dry it out. And then after they get it dried, they grind it up. And that's what this licorice root is that goes into purging your liver. But supposedly, licorice root is fantastic for your liver. It's, it's kind of like it's up on the same level, let's say, as milk thistle. And then selenium. Now, I've heard good things about selenium. I don't know very much about it, except I understand it also is a super antioxidant. In fact, I would say that probably all of these things are super antioxidant. And then there's another one called acetyl-L-cysteine, and I don't know anything about acetyl-L-cysteine. Yeah, except I do know that it's associated with other things in your body other than just your liver. But all of these things are in the liver, and basically it's like I said, you can write second opinion, you can write Dr. Frank Schellenberger, and I shall give you his address in a minute. Well, a telephone number that you can call is an 800 number, and it's 791-3395. That's 800-791-3395. Now, you can go to a website also called GetLiverSupport.com. And GetLiverSupport.com is owned by Advanced Bionutritionals. Now, Advanced Bionutritionals is like one of many companies, and what they'll do is they will have doctors working with them, and they'll discover that, okay, if we combine these 4 or 5 herbs, we'll get special cures and this sort of thing. And so they combine them, and they find that they sell more that if they just kind of keep it to themselves and let people write them and this sort of thing. But here again, like I said, the interesting thing about it is they will refund your money if it doesn't work, and they'll sell you just one pill 1 month supply if you want to, or they'll sell you a 3-month supply, or they'll sell you a 6-month supply. And of course, the best deal is a 6-month supply. If you get a 6-month supply, you get I think the cost is something like $30 for a month supply, but you got to get the 6, and so it's worth doing. And these newsletters from people like Schellenberg are just fantastic. In fact, this morning, I told you earlier when I came in, I thought I was shocked because I started reading about 7, and all of a sudden I look up and it's 8:20. And I'm thinking, holy mackerel, and the time had just flown by. But it was just such interesting reading. And, the thing about it is these people are so easy to get up with, and they've got such great reputations.
Well, our time has come and gone, Dr. Bob. It's already...
That's hard to believe.
Got started a little late at the news today. We'll be back next Thursday, hopefully.
We sure will.
Okay,
look forward to it.
We'll join North Carolina News already in progress.
Informing you about the latest fraud in your community. Sign up for this free service today. More at states.aarp.org/stop fraud.
School safety, prison safety, Gen X, incentives, teacher pay, taxes, spending. As state lawmakers tackle these and other issues, Carolina Journal is there, giving you the latest information. Available each month as a free newspaper. Every day online at carolinajournal.com. Carolina Journal, your #1 source for government news that affects you. Visit carolinajournal.com today.
A 16-year-old girl has died at a North Carolina waterfall. The girl fell from Rainbow Falls in Transylvania County around noon on the 4th of July. Her name has not been released. The waterfall is about 125 feet high. Many scientists believe an early ape-like hominid exists in your family tree. CBS's Larry Miller tells us about some fresh evidence to support that view.
Analysis of a 3-million-year-old fossil suggests early hominids had children who climbed trees like apes and walked on 2 feet like modern humans. The journal Science Advances reports a tiny foot no larger than a human thumb belonged